Vera, it's Erica Davidson.
Come on, louder than that. Throw something. I'll pick something up.
And you were the only one who stood up to me in the rec room last night. Maybe I ought to make an example of you.
Ferguson! What's the bad news?
Grandma's pregnant again.
What? What?
I don't know, she does it at her age.
The fact that you've been associating with known criminals can only have very serious repercussions as far as your job is concerned. Surely you realise that.
Surprised to see me? Thought the police had picked me up by now. After all, you did dog me in, didn't you?
Look, I can't. If I get caught, I lose my right to go out.
Bloody won't tell you.
If the police believe that you had any part in Lucas's criminal activities, then you could end up in jail. I imagine you must realize what could happen to you on the wrong side of the bars at Wentworth.
Hello there everybody and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloREACTS and here we are with Prisoner Cell Block H episode 33. Now, I've got to say, I don't like this new character we've got, Nolene Burke. I don't like her at all. And where's Susan Nice gone? Was she not coming back in, or has she been sent to a psych ward? Money's back. I'm glad she came back. I'm glad she found a way out of that deep dark abyss. God knows where she went to. But is she going to want to hand the job back over to B? And speaking of B, is she going to get Mum put back inside? Because obviously she had to go back there because she had nowhere else to go. Meg's on her. Jean is dismissing it, but Jean might be going, which means the picture might be going. Yay! That's less blurring for me. My God, that picture has been the bane of my life, I tell you. A couple of bleeps here and there, or the odd blur. Fine. My laptop can handle that. But Jean's bloody picture in the office. My editors, I've just got back in touch. They are willing to take more work on now after a personal issue. So if this happens again and I get far enough in front, the editors might be getting this show. So beware. Editors, I mean, not audience. So I just want to say, if you have subscribed to me on YouTube or followed me on Dailymotion so far, thank you ever so much. It's really helping me out. It honestly is. My mental health, me, my channel, everything is. You're helping me out. And to my Patreon members and Buy Me a Coffee members, will get exclusive shows, 8 right now, going up to 12 soon, at some point this year. And also ad-free, uncensored early access, so no bleeps, no blurs. By about a month, it is you that is bringing the content to me, that allows me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots, no matter what tier you are. So with that, let's get into episode 33. Oh yeah, I forgot about Vera.
Reception, Erica Davidson.
How can I forget about that?
Has Miss Bennett arrived yet? Oh. Has she phoned in to say she's sick? No. Yes, it is unusual. No, I'll do it myself, thank you.
You know, my volume is only on 29 and it's still bloody loud. Just don't want to set it too low, just in case it don't pick up properly on the software.
Sorry, love. It's the only way.
So did she agree to this? Like, did they plan this, or has she actually done it? Forced her to? Sorry, it's bloody cold in here. It's coming towards the end of November. Oh, freezing.
It's all right, dear. I'm sure they didn't suspect anything.
But what if they recognised the dress I was holding?
Well, we'll just have to hope that they don't.
But what if they did? They've come back.
You wish they had.
Gran, don't answer it.
She has to.
It's probably only B.
We don't want her back here either.
I'll have to let her in. Well, you took your time. What are you doing? Protecting this little bitch here.
What?
Well, you
Daddy.
set me up, didn't you? Wanted me to come back while those two are still here.
Now, don't be ridiculous. We both did everything we could to get rid of them as quickly as possible. Don't you think Judith Ann knows what would happen to me if they realised you'd been staying here?
All right, but what's the idea of not telling me that Val doesn't live in the shop anymore?
Well, I just thought that...
Well, you
if
should
I-
be grateful to her, Bee. She used all her savings to buy you that outfit and wig.
And she let me walk out of here thinking Val was still there. I took a big risk because of her.
Well, you're not the only one taking a risk. Just remember that.
I don't want
Won't
to get this
they?
off of my account. Look, I'd clear out of here and leave you in peace if I could, but now I don't know where Val is. I've got nowhere else to go.
Other tenants here, Liz.
Well,
Did you ask the jeweller if he had your friend's present address?
no, I was so flabbergasted when he told me that Val had sold out that I just walked away.
Well, I'll go and ask him.
No, look too suspicious. I've been there, she's been there. If anyone else turns up, it's going to look really funny.
Well, why would it?
Look, Val, they know that Val's an old mate of mine. The police would soon put two and two together.
Well, I'll go. Well, it won't look so strange if I go back and say that I've just forgotten to ask for her address.
You're right.
She did ask.
Right.
It says he doesn't know.
No,
It
Bee.
was Sydney. That's all he knew.
I don't want Judith Ann involved any further.
Well, it's a bit late for that.
Besides, the sooner Bea leaves here, the better it'll be for all of us.
Good on you, kid. Don't worry, Mum. You're not going to end up back in that monkey house.
Really? Don't they do welfare checks in Australia? At the police? Never mind, Annika's doing it.
Who is the senior officer on duty tonight? Miss Reynolds. Would you inform her that as Miss Bennett has not arrived for work, she will be the duty officer for the evening?
Yes, Mrs. Davidson. It isn't like Miss Bennett not to turn up on time without a word. Should I phone her?
I've already tried. There's no reply. I'll call into her flat on the way home and see if she's there.
Well, see if she's okay.
Davidson.
Come on, louder than that. Throw something. No, kick something. There we go.
Vera, is that you? What's wrong? I'll get the police.
See, Matt is in that same abyss that Monica was in. God knows where to go. Narnia is a fun place.
Oh, hello, Meg.
Oh, Steve.
Is Jean Vernon there?
No, I'm afraid she isn't.
She'll be moving up before long. I suppose you'll miss her.
Yes, I suppose I will.
By the way, how's Clara Goddard?
Oh, she seems to be adjusting fairly well.
Don't mind her as
Why
a
the
character.
concern?
Oh, I don't know. I just
Hate her for
I
that
just think it's a
picture.
bit tough, Meg. After all, she has done an awful lot for charity. And it wasn't exactly legal, but all of her fare with her friends seem to have deserted her. Nobody's prepared to put up the bail money for her.
Well, if you feel so strongly about it, why don't you put the money up yourself?
No. He will, but no.
You know something, Meg? It's exactly what I'm going to do. Tell Jean I rang, will you?
Yes, I will. Bye.
Vera, the police are here.
How did they have a key?
Vera.
Who did this to you, miss?
Lucas. George Lucas.
But why?
He skipped bail. He was frightened I might tell the police.
Put out an alert for him. I'll know the details down at the station. We'll have to alert the CIB. I want to talk to you, miss.
I'll stay with her, officer.
Right.
And
You're
really
lucky I
was,
called.
she could find
You could have
happiness.
died before anyone found you. Not that Lucas would have worried.
He really cared for me.
I doubt whether that kind is capable of caring for anyone.
You're wrong. Could you get me a drink, please?
Yes, of course.
She said
Brandy all
like,
right?
said that like I'm not your keeper. Water might have been good.
George gave me this.
The sooner you forget him, the better.
I'll never forget him. He was good to me. The first man that's shown me any tenderness.
Tenderness? Vera, look what he did to you. Left you trussed up like a turkey.
He didn't want to. He said that he loved me. And he wished things were different.
Well, he made them different.
What would you know about love?
This is why I can't keep a friend, Vera.
He's gone. I'll never see him again.
Well, that's something you should be thankful for. Pull yourself together, Vera. The CIB people will be here soon. You understand there's no way your name can be kept out of this now?
What do you mean?
Job.
Well, I'll have to report to the department for one thing. The fact that you've been associating with known criminals can only have very serious repercussions as far as your job is concerned. Surely you realize that.
Anything else you want to throw at her? Bloody hell.
Get on with it, can't you? What are you doing?
Oh, look at you. Not that you're much of a sight to see these days.
Oh, put up or shut up. 6 matches. And the other one?
Are you allowed to gamble even with matches?
Well, what you got?
2 aces.
Ha ha ha, 3 kings.
No, you got to show us them first.
Got to take my word for it.
Look, I wouldn't take your word for what year it is. Oh, you cheating old bugger. You've only got 2 kings.
Only having a bit of a joke, Dor. Life's a bit dull in this place these days.
Oh, you're right there. I'm sick of Monty pushing everybody around.
Yeah. Wish Bea'd come back. I mean, I don't want her caught or anything. I'd just like to see her.
Can't have it both ways.
Stupid thing. How can she be back here without being caught?
Well, you know what I mean.
You did.
Yeah, I know. Bloody Monica, she's making everybody's life a misery, throwing her weight round all over the place.
Give us a fag.
Yes, Frankie Part 3.
I'll keep the rest for Ron. Later on. Is anyone going to like this, or do I have to rub 2 prisoners together to get a spark?
Bitch.
What was that, Dory?
Oh, nothing. Just complaining. I've got a lousy hand.
Goes with the rest of your body.
I liked Monica to begin with. What have they done to her?
I reckon it's about time we showed the screws who ran this place. Nobody's to go back to their cells till I say so.
Oh, not again. We went through all that with Frankie.
So now you're going through it with me. Right, I feel just like a game of euchre.
It's poker.
Not now, it isn't.
I'm saying they've really euchre.
Everybody stay right where they are. I like this hat. I think I'll deal another.
What are you lot up to? Didn't you hear the bell?
Yes,
Come
no
on,
named
your feet.
officer.
Back to your cells. You heard me. I don't want any trouble. You know you have to go back to your cells.
Pick up your cards. Sit down.
All of you. Your last chance. I'll have to report you.
Can't put more in solitary.
All right, girls, I think we're ready now, aren't we?
I think she knew she was losing that one.
All in our own good time.
I don't think she's going to like Cannon, like Frankie did in that situation.
Hi,
Can I come in?
Well, I'm not exactly dressed for visitors.
Oh, don't worry. That's how I get to see everyone eventually.
Really?
Well, strictly in the line of business, of course.
Oh, of course.
Liar.
Is Jean in?
He's a pimp
No,
on the
I'm
side.
all alone. I've just had a shower and couldn't be bothered dressing again.
Do you know when she'll be back?
No idea.
Ah.
I could offer you a cup of coffee if that's any consolation.
No, thanks. No, I've been offered a couple of tickets to the theatre. I'd hoped Jean might go with me.
Oh, that's a pity.
What, is she out with someone?
Not that I know of. She left straight from work. I don't know when she'll be home.
But look, it seems a pity to waste the tickets. How about you coming with me?
Oh, well, why not?
That did sound nice.
Well, I'm not a substitute for Jean.
Oh, to be silly. Look, I asked you because I enjoy your company, not because I'm desperate to get rid of a ticket.
All right, then. Thanks.
Didn't sound
Give me
that
10
way.
minutes to get dressed.
10 minutes? Well, that gives you a 20-minute edge over Jean to start with.
And he gave you no inkling of where he might be going?
No, none.
I just think, Miss Bennett, in the period of time that you've known Lucas, did he at any stage ever mention a place, perhaps interstate, where he might go if things got difficult for him here?
Look, I don't think so. Please, I'm so tired.
I'm sorry, Miss Bennett, we do need to get a statement.
Couldn't I come to the station in the morning? I'd be thinking so much clearer.
All right. We're not getting very far here anyway. We'll leave it till the morning.
Thank you.
Now, ask for me.
Yes, I will.
We'll see you then.
Hold on, is he not going home then? Is he doing a double? Because it's night time now.
Would you like me to stay, Vera?
No.
Very well.
Oh, thank you.
After you've seen the police in the morning, would you come to my office to see me?
Yes.
Are you sure you're going to be all right?
Yes.
She's going to top herself.
Go to bed and get a good night's sleep.
That's going to be easier said than done.
Good night.
Yes. If she loses everything, she's liable to end it. That one
Hello,
quick.
me, Lady Cuthbert.
Thank you, Lord Pontwhistle.
Oh, it's a smashing play, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. And I love the costumes.
Jean's still not home?
No, it doesn't look like it. Hey, do you like a cup of coffee?
Oh, yes, please. Have you seen much of Steve lately?
Me?
I mean, has he been calling in on Jean a lot?
Well, I'm not sure. Hey, I do have my own life to lead, you know.
Yes, of course.
And as she'll be leaving soon, I don't suppose either you or Steve will be seeing that much of her.
No. Not that I probably would have got too involved with her. Bit flighty, isn't she?
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, you do, but you're too loyal to say so. You're a good friend, Meg.
Thanks.
Look, I don't think I'll have that coffee. I'm a bit tired. I think I'll be pushing off.
Oh, all right then.
Thanks for coming with me.
Oh, thank you for a lovely evening.
They're going to get off together.
Goodbye.
No spoilers, please.
Oh, we've hardly got any.
Well, just give us what you've got and stop whinging.
We weren't allowed to go to the last buyout, Monty. We had to ask Karen to get us some, and she didn't get many.
Tough. You just have to do without, won't you? Well, come on, I haven't got all day.
Oh, I don't see why we have to give all our fags to you.
Because you'll get your heads bashed in if you don't. That good enough reason?
Oh, Monty.
Temporarily turn back into Frankie, Doreen. I'll forgive you just this once.
Better be the lot. Don't say I never give you nothing.
Fat, rotten bitch. Oh, that's mine. You threw it away. Oh, that's all I got till the next
I'm guessing it's because she's had the taste of power.
Bloody Monty, she's worse than Nolene. We've got to do something about her.
Karen might know what to do. She's smart.
Well, what do you think we should do?
Well, we could always mutiny like
That's
they do in the
smart,
villains.
yeah.
And just how far do you think you'd get when the chips were down?
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, I was the only one who stood up against Monica in the recreation room last night.
Oh, yeah, well...
Well, I was going to stand up, love, but Monty said to go.
Yeah, so was I. I was really going to tell Monty where to get off, bossing everybody around.
Like you did a few minutes ago when she took your cigarettes?
do something.
Oh, yeah, something.
Good morning, Monica.
Well, I must say, you're the first person who's pleased to see me this morning.
Why shouldn't I be pleased?
Because I'm collected. My price for protection is a packet of fags.
Oh, that's no problem. Here.
Oh, classy, Joe.
Have one of these.
Don't mind if I do.
I hope Bebex will pay all these back.
What? What are you going to do while you're in here?
God, how long are those?
I don't really know. Do you know, I'm not even certain how long I'll be on remand before my trial.
I thought you'd be out and bail by now.
My so-called friends didn't want to know about it.
Typical.
Yes, do you know that even though I made a full confession and told them exactly how much I'd taken, they have auditors going over the books for the last 5 years.
Not a very trustful lot.
No, at least I thought they'd take my word for it. I mean, if one goes to the trouble of embezzling over $250,000, one is hardly likely to cover up for a few dollars or so. I kept excellent records of every cent I'd taken.
You know, Claire, I reckon you got now. I mean, $250,000. I mean, most people can't get that with a gun, and you did it all with pen.
Yes, well, I am a businesswoman.
Yeah, well, so am I.
Oh?
Yeah, I got a little shop, milk bar down on the beachfront.
Really? Have you got a good turnover?
Oh, yeah, man, me and Fred, a really profitable little business. Well, one of the girls
Get out
from
of
here's running
hospital.
it now with her husband. I get me percentage every month.
What do you do with it?
Stick it in a building society. Get really good interest.
Not nowadays.
Well, you could get more from stocks and shares.
You know about that sort of thing?
If you ever decide to invest your money, I'd be only too happy to give you some advice. You know that you could double your money, even triple it.
It's got to rip it off.
Well, listen, what's the Ferguson? You should be at work. We are discussing business. Get going. So we'll talk about it later, okay?
Of course.
Hope she does. I wouldn't normally wish that on somebody, but Monica, right now.
Oh, Miss Bennett. Come on, Richard, sit down. I'm sorry my secretary isn't in yet. Are you all right?
Thank you for agreeing to see me so early.
Oh, that's all right. From what you told me on the phone, it's a rather serious matter. You realize, of course, the bail money that you put up for Lucas is going to be forfeited.
I don't give a damn about the bail money. Even if he gets 10 years, I'll wait for him.
No, I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that. We'll have to leave getting him back to the police. However, my concern is to look after your interests. Now, have you given the police a statement?
I have to do that this morning. I thought I'd better speak to you first.
Yes, well, that was very wise of you, considering the seriousness of your position.
How serious is it?
Because of your involvement with Lucas, then your job, your reputation, and perhaps even your freedom could be at stake.
My freedom?
Miss Bennett, if the police believe that you had any part in Lucas's criminal activities, then you could end up in jail. Now, I imagine you must realize what could happen to you on the wrong side of the bars at Wentworth.
Why Wentworth? Why's she going Wentworth?
Deputy Governor?
Yes, with a view to taking on deputy governorship in due course.
But what's going to happen to Vera?
Well, she has been associating with known criminals. She must have known what the consequences would be if she were discovered.
Yes, but she's a good officer.
I doubt whether any of the prisoners would agree with you.
Look, I know Vera can be a bit harsh at times, but she's got a good record. That must count for something.
I don't understand why you're rushing to her defense. After all, the two of you very seldom see eye to eye.
True. But it doesn't change the fact that Vera's dedicated her whole life to this job. She hasn't anything else.
Not since this Lucas character rushed out on her.
Haven't you any sympathy for her?
Any sympathy I may or may not feel cannot be allowed to interfere with what I have to do.
Look, please give her another chance.
Stop
I'm
work.
sure she didn't know they were criminals until it was too late.
Oh, she's hardly a naive schoolgirl, Meg.
No, she's a lonely person, someone who still hasn't got over the death of her mother. She must have been easy prey for Yates and Lucas.
That's no excuse. I'm sorry.
How about Mrs. Goddard?
Clara? What about her?
I gather you socialise with her.
Yes, but I didn't know. Well,
Touche,
I
Meg.
suppose that is a valid comment.
Then you won't recommend Vera's dismissal?
Really, Meg, I've never known anyone argue so furiously about their own promotion.
Although she didn't know about
Be
Clara.
as guilty as Vera in one way or the other.
Miss Bennett, I have told you that I would have to make a report on this matter to the department.
Please,
I have already decided what I am going to say in the report.
I see.
It cannot be denied that you have broken the rules by associating with criminals.
No.
I will tell the department that I am prepared to believe you had no knowledge of George Lucas's underworld activities. I shall explain that during the past few months you have had a personally harrowing time after the death of your mother, and that your usual good judgment has been clouded. I am sure the department will view the circumstances leniently.
It depends if she
I
ends
won't
up in
lose my
there.
job? No.
Mrs. Davidson.
You have quite a bit of sick leave due to you. I suggest you take a few days off and get a decent rest.
How can I thank you, Mrs. Davidson?
By returning to your work with an improved attitude towards the other staff and the prisoners.
Good luck with that.
And by choosing your friends with greater care in the future.
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
And not murdering ex-screws. Add that, please, Erica.
Steve.
Clara, it's good to see you.
I'm not looking my best, I'm afraid.
You've been treated all right?
Well, it's hardly a luxury motel with room service, but I'm managing.
Well, I have some good news for you. You're going to be released on bail this afternoon.
Really? Who's putting up the money?
Charles and I decided to put it up. After all, you have been an excellent client of ours over the years. We hate to see you in this predicament.
How many lawyers would do that, though?
Well, thank you, Steve, but please
Solicitors.
don't bother.
Don't bother.
No, you see, I don't want to be released. I have made more genuine friends in here in the short time I've been here than I ever have on the outside.
No, you haven't.
I'll be very happy to stay here till my trial.
Made about 3.
Mr. Aldridge, the jeweller, said you'd handled the sale of Mrs. Richardson's shop and that you might know her new address.
Richardson. Oh, yes, I remember. I couldn't give you her address, though. That's private, confidential.
But I need to see her.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, she's my mother, and well, I ran away from home a long time ago, and I need to talk to her again because I'm going to have.
Oh. Well, I could give you her telephone number, I suppose. But right now, I'm running late. I have to meet a client.
How long does it take to give a telephone number?
Ah. There you are.
That's still
You
private
can use my
information.
phone. I've got to go.
But you have to lock up.
Good luck.
See, she can't phone her from Mum's, because can they trace the call from back then?
Hello.
Hello, is that Mrs. Valerie Richardson?
Yes, who's this?
It's the same one from
A
episode 2.
friend of who? B. Smith. Look, I read the papers. I know the situation. What does she want from me?
Well, she was wanting to stay with you a couple of days. I was wondering if I could have your address.
Well, no, I mean, I'll be out all day. Look, why don't I meet her somewhere? Well, just a minute, let me think. What about that little park in Bridge Street, Richmond? Yeah, that's as good a place as any. Will you tell B to meet me there at 1 o'clock sharp? Yes, all right.
Gonna guess she hasn't moved to Sydney then. Is she gonna get the police? Our address.
D24, please.
Look, please.
I've got some information about that escapee from Wentworth. It doesn't matter who I am, you just listen.
Bea will be back soon. Just you wait and see.
Yeah. Well, till she does, I'm in charge, understand?
No, I don't. Look, you got on okay with everyone before. The women liked you. Why do you have to start bullying them?
Well, I've got to push them round so that they'll know I'm boss now. Anyway, Bea was too soft.
The women were loyal
So
to
Bea
her.
never did
Yeah,
that.
so now they'll be loyal to me.
Think so?
Well, you ought to be for a start. Stood up to Nolene for you when she had a go at you, didn't I?
Only because it suited you. Keep up your bullying tactics, Monica, and you won't have a friend left in the place.
You're too clever for your own good, Karen. And you were the only one who stood up to me in the rec room last night. Maybe I ought to make an example of you.
Ferguson! What are you doing in here? This isn't your dormitory.
Oh, isn't it? Gee, I must be lost. It's such a big place.
Lunch is on soon. Go and get ready for it.
Oh, she's sharing with
Jackson, I'll go and wash my
Nolene.
hands, Mrs. Jackson. Must be your lucky day, Karen. Wouldn't count on your luck lasting much longer, though.
Out!
I'm going.
The broken George Wonder.
You all right, Karen? Burke here will be sharing this dormitory from now on.
Oh, but I don't...
Yes? Meg, a couple of visitors for Burke. Right. Put your things down there
Really?
and go and see your visitor.
It's actually has people who know her, who want to associate with her. Burke by name,
G'day,
Burke
Noel.
by nature.
Hi.
How'd you two get across here?
Oh, we hitched a ride. I was gonna pick up a nice set of wheels, only I couldn't find nothing easy to start, if you know what I mean.
How's Mum and Dad?
Well, there's bad news, and there's real bad news.
Street, the moment I'm out of sight, the whole bloody family falls to pieces. What's the bad news?
Grandma's pregnant again.
What? What?
I don't know how she does it at her age.
Holy shit.
Glutton for punishment, I reckon.
The old man ought to have an operation. That one they give tomcats.
Well, where he is, it won't make much difference.
What do you mean?
Well, that's the real bad news, Noel.
Dead.
You see, Dad was arrested in Brisbane
Oh.
for hijacking a semi-trailer.
Never mind.
So you'll be having quite a holiday at Bogger Road Jail, eh?
The old bugger. Semi-trailer, eh? Geez, none of us never nicked nothing that big before.
No. The trouble is, Noel, he's been out of work for months anyway.
Shut the door, love. Bloody
So
hell.
things are pretty bad at home just now.
Yeah, you're in the best place, Mum.
Oh, I don't know, Leanne. Bit rougher than some of the places you've been in.
Oh, them remand centres were bad enough as I remember.
Got a job?
Nah. I can't find nothing. Neither can Gary. Oh, you know Peter's in Pentridge, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Nothing ever goes right when you're not there, Noel.
Yeah. Well, you two took your time to come and see me, didn't you? Then it was only 'cause you want someone to whinge to.
I'll be glad when your 4 months are up, Noel. Then you can come and sort things out.
Oh?
Yeah, well, Mum won't get rid of the kid, doesn't matter what I say. It's her 8th, isn't it?
9th.
Oh, yes, forgetting about Teddy. Thank God I only had the 2. No offence, love. How's your brother?
He's all right.
We need you at home, Noel. Hey, how about busting out like that one we read about?
So I'm going to guess her uncle's her dad. You know, is that what Australian rednecks are like? Well, someone's not going to be happy when they turn up.
Hello, Val. Surprised to see me? Thought the police had picked me up by now. After all, you did dog me in, didn't you?
Well, you ought to know me better than that, Bea. As if I'd even think of shopping into the cops.
They were there, weren't they?
Yes, I know. As soon as I saw them, I got the hell out of there.
You saying you came to meet me?
Of course. When I spotted the cops were there, I left. I thought you'd see them too and give me a ring later. I didn't know you had my address.
You're going to believe her.
Judith Ann got it for me from the estate agent's file. Smart kid, eh?
Isn't she just?
Oh,
Smart
no,
enough to set you up?
She's broke the law.
Well, who else could it have been?
Oh, apart from you mean?
B, would I do that to an old mate?
Oh, no. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. I'm here.
Well, yeah, we'll have to talk about that. It might be a bit awkward.
Oh, really? In what way, Val?
I've got a gentleman friend.
Oh, didn't you always?
This one's real straight. He thinks I am too. He doesn't know anything about my past.
Got him good and conned, have you? Is he loaded?
He has a little money.
Wonder how much of that left when you get your hooks in.
Is she going to be dragging everyone
We've got
back in?
something really good going.
Inside?
It'd muck it up if you were here.
Shack's up here with you, does he?
No. He calls in every night.
Well, I know how to be discreet.
I don't think it'd work out.
It'd work out worse if you were back in a cell with me.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is if I get picked up by the police because you won't let me stay here, I might just let a few things slip.
That's lagging, B.
Like what?
Like where I got the gun when I shot my husband.
You know the rules.
You wouldn't. I helped you out as a friend.
Well, the police wouldn't call you a friend. They'd call you an accessory to murder. Well, now we've got that all settled. Where am I sleeping?
And Mum. Was it Mum who picked up the gun? No, it wasn't. Oh, what am I thinking of?
Oh, hi, Mrs. Jackson.
Hello, Lynn.
Well, Mum held
How's
the gun,
your
didn't she?
going? Oh,
Yeah, that's
terrific,
right.
thanks. Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Jackson.
Afternoon.
The garden's very pleasant, isn't it?
You fond of gardening?
I've never done any myself personally. I've always employed a man to do that sort of thing.
Oh, I see. Tell me, Clara, why did you refuse Steve Wilson's offer of bail? It's not as though you've been here long enough to form any close friendships.
No, that's true. But I have had time to feel a real sympathy for the poor creatures locked inside these walls.
People?
You know, for years I've been contributing to charities, but it's all been so remote. I've never got involved with the disadvantaged myself before.
Disadvantaged? But now that you're actually here...
Yes, now that I'm actually in at the grassroots, I'll be able to help from the ground level. It's a wonderful opportunity, and it's so much more rewarding than simply giving donations, no matter how large.
This isn't a home for wayward girls. There are some very tough women here. Women who've killed and bashed and wouldn't think twice of killing again.
I don't think I'll have any problems with that sort. My
Quite a few
good
think that.
friend, Monica Ferguson, will look after me.
Monica is one of the tough ones I'm talking about. Oh, it's all very well now that you've got her on side. But if she ever decides to turn against you, life could be very unpleasant for you.
Steve, you got that money?
I'm not trying to scare you, Clara. I'm warning you to be careful. The disadvantage can turn very nasty.
Hi.
Managed to see Jean yet?
Yes, this morning. She seemed a little bit on the cool side. Probably jealous about last night.
Well, what's she got to be jealous about?
Well, it was a fun evening.
Has
We must do
Jean
it again
gone?
sometime.
Yes, I'd like that.
Still in the show,
I'll
but
probably
has
be
she
a bit lonely once she goes.
gone off screen?
Yes, moving tomorrow, she said.
Tomorrow, is it? No, I've never known. You know how impetuous Jean is.
There's no ill feeling between you, is there?
No, she's looking after a friend's house whilst he's overseas. And when he comes back, she'll probably move back into the flat.
Isn't it time you were going?
Without the picture,
Yes, it is just
please.
about.
Want a lift?
Oh, thank you. Tell Jean Vernon that I've already gone, will you?
I saw Vera this morning. She was looking awful.
Yes, she's had a hard time of it.
If we all ganged up on her, we could do her like a dinner. We'd all have to be in it, though. No scabbing.
I'd be in that door, only it's me heart, and I can't stand too much excitement, you know that.
Shouldn't be any problem in this dump.
That's what had happened all round. Women making excuses, afraid to stand up against Monica.
Afraid? Who's afraid? I've never been afraid of anybody. I
Sigs,
can't help it if I've got
Lizzie.
a worn-out old ticket, can I?
Well, you just wouldn't get everyone together, that's all.
You would if you had a strong enough leader.
There'll be a strong enough leader when B gets back. Now, just wait until then.
Yeah, what do you got to put up with until then?
Yeah, someone has to take over.
Look, we're sick of Monty throwing her weight around, and we thought we'd all get together and gang up on her.
No, she
You'll be in
can't.
it, won't you?
Oh, it doesn't really affect me so much. I'm out all day. I don't see her a lot.
You mean your chicken?
I just don't want to be involved, that's all.
Nothing wrong with your heart.
Look, Monty's gone pretty tough lately.
Not so tough.
You didn't seem to think that the other day.
Oh, is that because she had a couple of mates with her? Anyway, they're not really with her. She bought them off with fags.
What? I thought they were scared of her. And all the time she's been bribing them with fags. Our fags.
Yeah, well, I tell you, I'll stand up to the bitch if no one else will.
Good on you, Doreen. We're behind you.
I'll give you a bit of moral support.
Words are
love.
meaningless, Doreen. Actions are needed.
Don't know why you aren't involved. She's got it in for you, good and proper.
That's
I've seen
my-
that all along.
That's my problem.
Yeah, it sure is. We'll manage without you.
Yeah, or me. I'm not getting involved.
How's the outside work?
Fine.
She's gonna want something fetched in.
I've been thinking. Lots of nice things out there we haven't got near.
Oh, not for me. I only ever see plants all day.
Yeah, but you travel backwards and forwards to the nursery. It'd be easy enough to bring in a few things for a mate. A few small home comforts.
Don't let
I couldn't. I get searched when I come in.
Every night?
Usually.
Especially when Vera's on.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, she's cook. She'll be off for a couple of days, so now's your golden opportunity to sneak a few things in.
Look, I can't. If I get caught, I lose my right to go out.
I bloody won't tell you. And you've got till after dinner to make up your mind. I wouldn't rely on you keeping your job, even if you do something. Bit hard to work with both your arms broke.
B, can you get caught, please? Please?
But you can't do it, Lynn. If you're caught, you lose your work release. You'll probably scrap the whole scheme as well.
Yeah, but Monty's threatened to break my arms. But she'd do it too. That'll frame me with something so I'd lose my work release anyway.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. Maybe if Doreen and them do stand up against her, I should join in. Perhaps all of us together could put her down.
Don't get involved. Look, it's not going to work anyway, and you just get yourself in trouble with the screws.
But you'd rather lose work release
still
by
have money
standing up to
gunning
her than smuggling things in.
Turn off that idiot box, it's too loud.
Leave it alone.
Oh,
All right, Fatso.
she literally took a stand.
Turn it off yourself if you know what's good for you.
Take a tip from Teddy, Monica. Get stuffed. Come on, girls. Show her.
Everybody wants to go, do they?
Yeah. We're all sick of you
This is
pushing us
scared.
around, Monty. You're out.
Oh, yeah? And who's going to take over? You?
Yeah. Why not me?
Nearly.
I'll be top dog till B gets back.
Don't anybody come any closer. Look at her. A fat slob with a teddy bear. Do you really want her as your leader?
Pot kettle.
Are you going to take orders from her? I mean, she can't think for herself, let alone for the rest of you lot.
Oh, Monty.
Oh, Monty. Mind her, a 3-year-old with the body of a white wife.
Pot kettle.
Well, come on. Stand forward, those of you who want to take orders from her. Well, come on, show your loyalty to your new leader.
Loyalty to her, that'd be the day.
Yeah, we all know who you wanted as leader, Nolene. But you backed down when the going got rough, didn't you?
Am I right?
Well, what about the rest of you?
Oh, me heart. Oh, I have to sit down.
You're going to be the boy who cried wolf, Lizzie. Bloody hell.
Who's top dog, Doreen? Answer the question, who's top dog?
Oh, you, Monty. You.
Too bloody right. And don't you forget.
You might want to go looking for that deep, dark abyss and throw her back in it, please. You know, it's a case of be careful what you wish for.
I'm glad you had the sense to keep out of that one. I might let you off the hook for last night. And you were a good girl too, Lynn. I hope that means you come to the right decision about that little favour I asked you. I'll let you know what I want before you go in the morning. Good night, ladies. And Nolan.
See, it did actually worry her when they all stood up to begin with.
Bloody help you lot were.
But she knew that she had to do something. Keep them in line.
All right, where are we going tonight? Well, Russ will be here to pick me up pretty soon. Oh, that's your straight gentleman friend, eh? Yes, look, Bea, I don't want to sound rude, but do you think you could make yourself scarce when Russell's here? You're ashamed of your old mate, eh? Well, no, it's not that. Well, I don't see why I should have to hide. Just tell him that I'm an old friend from way back who's come to stay for a while. Well, OK, but for Pete's sake, don't you mention a word about where we met. I'll be Miss Goody Two-Shoes from Fairyland.
Couldn't you just stay in another room?
Ah, same again, thanks. You don't want to be fooled when he gets here. It's all right for you. You're going out. I'm going to be left here and be patting alone. Hey, has he got a mate?
What if she tells the police while
so,
she's
what?
out?
Well, we can make it a foursome. That's not a good idea. I think it's a bloody beauty. After all the time I've been cooped up, I could do with a bit of a fling. Don't you think it's stupid when you... Oh, get on the hooter until Russell get over here, bring his mate, and I'll take care of the rest.
What's he going to say when he gets off with your blue net but leaves with a
The way
redhead?
Monica behaved tonight was absolutely dreadful. There must be something I can do to help these poor frightened women.
Good night.
Go on, hurry along.
Those poor, frightened women. Hasn't she learned she's one of us?
No, I don't think she has. You want some coffee?
Yeah, wouldn't mind.
You had a couple of visitors today.
Yeah, me brother and me little girl.
Your little girl. I didn't know you were married.
You don't have to be married to have kids. Or didn't you know?
No, you just need a brother. In her case. Not in everyday case.
What's the rest of your family do?
Well, most of us pinch things. Gee, we have to.
So she's
pay
not
the
in
rent
bed
on the
yet.
dump we live in.
She's now in bed.
Well, doesn't anyone have an ordinary job?
Oh, now and then. Jobs are hard to come by these days, though. Especially if you ain't got no training. We all just have to bring in what we can.
Is teacher Kevin coming back?
Good, you can say that again. I've been real lucky in the past, but this time they nabbed me for breaking and entering. 4 bloody months. Trouble is, a family always falls apart when I'm not there.
Take milk?
Only if no one's looking.
It's got that stealing.
Must be nice to know that people rely on you and need you.
Oh, yeah? Us Burkes all need one another. We all hang together. Oh, good, I hope not.
Sugar?
Yeah, 5.
5?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a diabetic.
If you're a diabetic, you wouldn't
You
take
ever
a
been
5.
married?
Yeah.
I haven't. I reckon it's a mug's game. I've lived with a few blokes. One at a time. And they always finish up back home with Mum and Dad and the kids. We're real close like that. We always finish up back home.
You're lucky. My family was never very close.
Yeah. You probably had it too easy. That's your problem.
Maybe.
Yeah. Having to struggle, taking risks, that sort of thing makes you close.
Taking risks?
Oh, you know, shoplifting, breaking and entering. Sort of things you do to make ends meet.
Where do you reckon they'll take us? Somewhere smart, dancing and a floor show. Russell knows how to give a girl a good time. Here, what's his mate like? Brian? Well, he's, hang on a tick and you can see for yourself. B, you will remember,
Change your name.
Not a word out of place? Don't worry. Let him in.
Marge. I don't know, anything. But B.
Miss Richardson. Miss Valerie Richardson.
Yes?
Detective Carter, Consorting Squad.
The sorting squad?
Yep, I think B needs to do a big dive out that window now. Yes, Monica. What's happened to you, Monica? You got a very small taste of power. I can't even say it's gone to her head. It's gone above her head. It's completely surrounded her aura. Everything. Don't like this, Monica. I really wish she stayed in that void. Has Jean gone? There was no blaming in that episode whatsoever. All because Jean's gone. See? Blame Jean for all those blurs that he had. Hopefully she don't come back to say goodbye and take a picture down. Next time we see that office, it's bare. Hopefully. Vera. You know, Erica let her keep a job, but she didn't see the long-term aspects of what could happen. I mean, apparently there's only one prison in Australia, and that's Wentworth for women. If she ends up in there, she's going to end up like Yates or worse. Sign out. So I really cannot wait for B to get put back inside. Normally I wouldn't say this. Normally I'd say, you know, give him some time outside. Let him be on the run for a bit. Kind of like with Frankie and Doreen. B, she needs to be put back inside. Sharpish. She's keeping that place going, and she's keeping all the rough elements away from the top dog. Look what's happening now that bloody she's gone. It's falling apart. Can you imagine Doreen as top dog though? Really? Really? You need respect, and you need a level of respect from friendliness and fear to be top dog. You know, I'll be friendly with you if you toe the line. Cross the line, you'll know about it. But I'm not going to extort you for all this stuff. That's how a top dog should go. I'm going to guess in a real prison it's probably worse than that. Never been in one. I never want to be in one. This is all the experience I want. I don't need any more. This will Wentworth. Is the Doctor and Meg going to get together because they had a bit of a moment near the beginning? Possible. I can't believe I forgot about Vera though, being tied up in the intro. But I did enjoy it. We are now on the second lot of collection. We finished collection 1. I think it was 20. So we're on collection 2 of 20. It is slow going, but I hope that you're going to be with me till the end. I really, really do. And if you did enjoy this, could I please ask for a like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already on YouTube. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. And a follow on Dailymotion as well. I would appreciate that too. I do have a second channel as well that has all the other Bloch shows on. That will have the anniversary specials on. It will have the video that I just put out recently about when I don't know what happened. I just couldn't speak. My words just kept stopping. That got worse throughout the day. But they're going to stop. They're going to go on the second channel as well. This is just going to be for shows and the monthly previews. So if you could join that one as well. And then now on Dailymotion videos, I do put boxes up now saying, well, I will be if they're not now, saying that they're on that second channel but they may be blocked in those countries. You'll be able to watch them without going to Dailymotion. I won't be able to monetize that channel. Every single episode is blocked in certain countries. Normally you can't monetize shows like that. So, yep, that channel will never get monetized. So if YouTube puts hands on, I apologise about that. If you have already though, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. You're helping me out, you're helping the channel out, you're helping my mental health out. You honestly are. And to my Patreon members, it is you that is bringing the content to me that allows me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots, no matter what tier you are. Patreon members and Buy Me a Coffee members, I keep forgetting Buy Me a Coffee. I will try to keep remembering that in future. Do get early access to all my shows on YouTube and Dailymotion, as well as ad-free and uncensored. Now, luckily this one didn't need any censoring that I noticed now. I don't know if I'll notice anything in the editing, but I didn't notice anything now. Yep, But the other shows that are blurring in, bleeping in, that doesn't happen in Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. Also, they have exclusive shows which run 8 per month now, different shows every month. Well, like Series 1, Episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 every month, but 8 to 12 different shows. Kind of like it is now, basically, on YouTube. So with that, I shall sign out now and move over to the next one, and I really hope to see you there. Goodbye.